actually, I think it's one of the mistakes that we make to differentiate between family firms and non-family firms, because this is a black and white distinction that does not really make sense in most of the cases. So I don't speak about family versus non-family firms wherever I can avoid it, but I like to speak about family influence. So family influence is a continuous variable ranging from 0 to 100. So you have some non-family firms, the big multinationals with dispersed ownership, and you have some 100% family firms. So those are the ones where you have multi-generations, 100% family owned and managed, and the transgenerational intentions. But you also have a bulk of firms which are in between, where you have, let's say, 25% family firms, where you have a family firm culture but no one in family management. And I think it's important that we also look at those firms and that we also contribute to studying them and telling them how to compete in the long run, and to see that they have several aspects of family firms, but not all characteristics of family firms. We know from our own studies that firms need to avoid certain pitfalls, so like whom they define as competitors and so on, because if they avoid those pitfalls, they will be very successful, and if they don't avoid them, they will kind of fail in the long term. And so it's interesting to apply that to ourselves in order to understand what we as family firm researchers need to do in order to be successful over the years, and in order to kind of being successful in top management journals. I think there are some dilemmas that they have. The first one is, for instance, the succession dilemma. So the question whether you want to give the management responsibility to someone from within the company or to someone from outside who maybe has a better education, better training, much more experience in the industry. The second is the dilemma of financing. So the question about how much external money you really try to get from the outside. Because nowadays it's very important to grow, and how do you grow? You grow by raising more money, but raising more money on the other side means giving up some control. So making the decision about what level of control is still acceptable for the family is a very important dilemma. And the third and last dilemma is about how to balance financial and non-financial goals. So especially when you're in tough competition with, let's say, firms from China, the Southeast, Latin America, the question is how much do you really focus on financial goals, on growth and on profit maximization, and how much weight do you put on non-financial goals such as having a good reputation and long-lasting ties to your suppliers.